Hi guys, and welcome to this new video. So I'm here to tell you today that making your line art look flowy and clean couldn't be easier. Here are my 3 favourite tips for making line work on your drawings look absolutely beautiful. Before I jump in, I want to give a quick shout out to the art family on the inside of the Inspiration to Creation Collective. If you want to join us for weekly art hangout sessions, monthly workshops and regular support to help you through your creative challenges, be sure to check out the link in the description. Now let's move on to these line art tips. If you're here, chances are you're not feeling so hot about the line work that you're currently making. Perhaps the lines look a bit bland or they're lacking in life. I get it, I used to feel that way about my line work. I found that they would often come out looking a little boring, and sometimes the sketches would look better than the finished pieces. Everything looked the same thickness, perhaps the lines were a bit squiggly or tired, so I knew I needed to do something to make my lines look better and more interesting. This first one is probably going to upset some people, and that first suggestion is to actually go slow and build up lines gradually. Okay, so haters gonna hate for this one, and inverted commas, chicken scratches are actually okay in my opinion. You can create your desired effect in many ways, and this is one of them. Many artists are going to tell you right now that you can only achieve beautiful and clean line work by drawing everything smoothly and quickly with confidence, and that is the only way and the right way to do it. And whilst I'm here to say that it can be the case and confident lines are often a goal for many artists, it doesn't mean that you can't fake it till you make it. To this day, I still take my time with my artwork and I enjoy the process by building up lines gradually. Whether that's with one smooth line or several lines built up over the top of each other to create the desired effect, it doesn't matter. It's good exercise to try and be relaxed and to go with the flow with this anyway, but do be okay with drawing lines gradually and building them up slowly. Now on to tip number 2, vary that line weight. This is probably one of my favourite ways of levelling up my art. Having contrast between thicker lines and thinner ones makes your art piece so interesting to look at. Having those lines vary creates a stunning flow, which actually helps to make your line work pop. I like to use thicker lines for the outsides of an illustration and to soften or thin some of those edges to imply fur or softer parts like squishy areas. And then you can use very thin lines to detail muscles or strands of hair. It's a great way to add interest to your drawing. You can use a whole host of materials for this, such as brush pens or fine liners. Brushes make it easier to create that perfect very line in one go and is useful for people who are more confident in their strokes. Or, if you wish, you can vary that line width by manually thickening lines with a single thickness liner. If you're using coloured pencils, you can actually create that variation by pressing more lightly or more firmly too, depending on how sharp your pencil is. This last tip is to use different colours for your line work. Now this tip is ideal for art that is coloured, but it can also be used for line work that's on its own as well. And quite simply, all you need to do is have line work materials that are 2 different colours. You can do this in pencil, you can do this in pen. These could also be high contrast colours, such as in this example I'm doing red and purple, or you could just use 2 different shades of the same colour, such as a light red and a dark red. This technique looks really nice when you're just doing independent line work. You can also use this technique when you're outlining something that's coloured as well. So if you've got something that is in watercolours or in alcohol markers and you want to outline that drawing as well, I recommend going for an outline that is slightly darker than the shape that you're outlining. I like to avoid black typically, and this is just the way that I go about it, so if you do want to outline in colour, I do recommend using a couple of shades darker than the colour that you're outlining. So that's it guys, a really short little video on how to level up your line art. Let me know in the comments guys, do you do any of these things already, or perhaps do you have a few suggestions of your own that you'd like to share with us? Every like, comment, subscribe is a huge boost and it really helps to support this channel, so thank you guys, I can't wait to see you again for the next one. Bye guys!